earn a steady income by simply reading Amazon KDP books. You can see right here on the screen, reading this book will pay you anywhere between $50 to $100 an hour. Reading this one will pay you $100 to $200 an hour, and this one will pay you $200 to $400 an hour. If let's say you were to spend 5 hours a day and you were reading this book and you are getting paid $200 an hour, that would easily make you $1,000 within a day. So without further ado, the platform you'll be using to actually get paid to read is known as SEX. Now SEX is an all-in-one marketplace where independent creators publish books in audio format. So you as a hustler won't need to publish any book. However, you just have to read those books that these independent creators that come to SEX are willing to publish in audio format. So basically you'll be offering a narrated service. You become a narrator on SEX, and when you scroll down you can see right here that SEX actually has 3 categories. There's the author category, the narrator category, and the agent and publishers category. So in this case, when you sign up to SEX, you will sign up as a narrator. So to get started with SEX as a narrator, all you have to do is click the get started right here. Now SEX will request you to sign in using your email or your phone number. Now if you already have an Amazon account where you use an email or a phone number, you can simply use the same details to actually sign in into SEX. And the reason why this is the case is because SEX is actually owned by Amazon. Now if you don't have an Amazon account, all you have to do is click on create your Amazon account, and you have to enter your name, your email, your password. You enter your password and simply create your Amazon account. So once you've logged into the account, the first step you have to do is to actually set up your profile. And to do that, you have to click on this drop down next to your name, and you see where it says view profile and edit profile. Just simply click on edit profile right here. So on the edit profile page, you can see that there are 3 steps that we need to complete in order for our profile to be fully set up. And the first part is that you'll be required to actually upload a profile picture. Once you upload a profile picture, you have to choose a professional name. Now the professional name, I advise you just to use your real name, but if you want, you can actually choose a nickname that will be displayed on your SEX profile. So next is to select the location where you normally work. Now this is not necessarily the location where you stay, but the location of the projects you'll be working on. So if you'll be working on projects in the United States and you're from the United States, you can simply choose United States. You can choose United Kingdom, it does not matter. But what I advise for those of you that are not in the United States or United Kingdom or Canada, you go with Ireland. Just choose Ireland right here, and you want to go to the next part, which is adding your professional experience. Now if you have some experience in read aloud jobs or voiceover jobs, you want to add it right here. Now don't stress much on the details you're going to add here, because in my own experience, the information that you indicate right here doesn't have much influence on whether you actually get paid to read books on this site or not. So let's just add something like a one-liner, like changing lives through voice. You can add your about information. If you want, you can add the credits, but this is not mandatory, it's optional, and the likes. The next thing I want you to do is go to the genre preferences, and you want to choose the types of books you'd love to read. I don't advise you to select all genres, and the reason being is because when you are reading a book that you love and reading a book that you don't have any interest in can tell through voice. If you want to actually become a good narrator or get highly paid for reading books, you want to choose books that you love. So for example, I'll go with, let's say, business and careers. I love that. Children's books, I love that. Education, maybe I can choose money and finance. I can choose religion and spirituality, fiction and fantasy, I can read those books. Maybe politics and science, those are good, and simply click save changes. So the next part in our 3-step process of setting up our profile is to add audio samples. Now I advise that if you want to actually reach a point where you'll be making $400 an hour with narrating jobs, you'd want to invest in a good microphone. Now just because I'm mentioning good microphone doesn't mean you have to break your bank to actually buy a proper microphone. You can buy microphone for as little as $39, and this is actually the microphone I'm using, and I last purchased this on July 17th 2022, and I'm still using it up to date, and you can see it has a very high rating. The links will be down in the description for those of you who would like to get this similar microphone, and you can tell from the sound that I'm actually producing. You be the judge if this is good enough for a voiceover. And when you buy this microphone or whichever microphone you use, it doesn't matter, it's just an advice that I'm giving you to use this microphone if you're just getting started. And when you actually buy this microphone, you'd want to read a book and record yourself. And when you record yourself, you have to make sure that you record at least 5 to 10 samples that showcase your talent. And you also want to make sure that the format is MP3 and the length is between 1 to 5 minutes in length. Then simply add your samples. Now once you add your samples, you're going to go to the preferred payment. Now here is where you choose how you'd like to pay. Now there are 3 options that are available available for you. And the first one is pay for production. Now in this one, you just receive a one-time payment per finished hour of the production on the delivery of the work. So let's say if you read one book, they pay you, that's it, you never get paid again. Then there's also the royalty share. Now this one is whereby the person, you do the work and don't get paid anything. However, when the book starts selling, you get 20% for life. Now meaning that you are given some rights to receive 20% as long as that book remains eligible. And you also have the ability to earn additional income through the bounty referral program. Then the final option is royalty share plus. Now this one, you receive a flat per finished hour payment plus 20% royalties on sales through the audiobook. So this is up to you, whichever you choose. So in my case, I'm just going to go with pay for production. You can change this later, it doesn't matter, and you can simply choose your hourly rate by simply clicking this drop down, and you can choose whichever you prefer right here and simply click save changes. Step 4 is to simply find the right book to read or narrate. So to do that, you're going to click on this drop down arrow which says search marketplace. When you click on it, you see these options that appear, which is find projects. On the projects page is where you can see the number of books that are available for you to read. So you can see currently there are 156 projects, and these are books that are actually waiting for you to narrate them. So to find a book to work on, what I advise you to do is to use these filter options that are available, and like scrolling through every page. So the first thing I would advise you to do is to go to the voice gender right here, and let's say if you are female, you'd want to choose female and gender neutral as your options. And you can see with that single filter that the number of projects has increased from 156 to 1246. Now let's say if I change it to male right here, and you can see there's 720 if I choose male and gender neutral. Now the other thing on the filter section you would want to use is the project budget filter. Now here, if you want to use royalty share or maybe just choose an amount, it's up to you. So here, let's say for example, I'll go with 100 to 200 per hour, and if I do that, you see that the number of projects also here has reduced. So I have 32 projects that I can actually audition for. Now when you're auditioning, meaning that you need to read a sample, and this is what will determine whether you get hired or not, unlike that professional experience that we were mentioning in the beginning. So if I want to audition for this, for example, let's say I'm okay with this one, I'll just simply click audition, and you can see right here it's saying open for auditions, posted on August 12, 2024. And you can see here the estimated length for this book is 3.3 hours, meaning that if we actually finish this book, and let's say if we agree on the budget of $200 per hour, you'd easily make $600 reading this book. And the word count is 31,000. The language is English. Then distribution is exclusive. Territories is words. Here you can see auditions for stop bad overthinking, whatever. Use the script from the rights holder and record your best performance. So here you find the script that you can actually read. So what you're going to do is simply download that script by clicking this arrow right here. So here is our downloaded sample script, and this sample script will be used to actually complete step 5, which is simply to record our narration. So what you're going to do, let's say you have your microphone set up and you are ready to start recording. What I advise you is that don't use your internal recorder to record your voice, because that will sound very bad. What you want to do is come to Google and search for a software known as Audacity. Now Audacity is a free audio editor, recorder and music making software. Now when you come to their homepage, you can see that Audacity is the world's most popular audio editing and recording app. And the good thing about Audacity is that it's free to use. So simply go right ahead and download Audacity and install it to your computer. Then you want to launch it. Once you launch it, you are going to actually have your script opened up, this one right here, which is our sample script. And in Audacity, you're just going to click on this red button right here, which is the record button. So as you proceed to read the book, Audacity will be recording you in the background. And once you are done, you are going to export the recording in MP3 format. The next step is to verify that your audio recording is good quality. So before you actually upload for the auditioning, you want to click here right here on your left where it says Audio Lab. Just click on it. Now SEX Audio Lab is just your personal audio laboratory. This is the tool you are going to use to verify that your recording is of good quality. Simply click on check it out, and right here on the Audio Lab page, you are going to click on browse audio files and upload the finished product of your recording for the sample script. Now Audio Lab, what it will do is that it will give you you instant feedback on all your audio files that you upload. Now, meaning that it will go through that recording that you actually submitted when you are reading that sample script, and it will tell you if it's of good quality or not. It will detect the noise and also the editing errors so that you can make corrections. Now, if Audiolab tells you that it's very good or it's good enough, you can simply come back to your auditions page and you want to upload the file, and you can also write them a message maybe about something you notice in the script, or something maybe you'd suggest while you are reading the script, or something you'd like to find out what they would want you to do when reading the script or reading that sample script they gave you, and simply click submit audition. So once you submit your audition, the final part will be them to approve you for the job, and once they approve you for the job, you agree on the fees, whether it's $100 or $200 per hour, and once you agree on that, you start working on the projects, deliver the finished product, and they'll release the money through SEX, and you actually get paid through bank transfer by SEX owned by Amazon.